Space is a place where the rules, stop working. On Earth, you wake up, breathe, walk, touch the ground beneath your feet. But somewhere in the universe, there are worlds where the ground could melt your shoes, where oceans are frozen solid and never melt, even under alien suns, where mountains are made not of stone, but of raw metal. Tonight, you're going to leave Earth behind. For the next 30 minutes, you will travel across planets that should not exist, but do. Planets made of fire, ice, or solid metal. Some are close enough to their stars that a year lasts only hours. Others are so cold that atoms themselves slow down. Prepare yourself, because space is about to challenge everything you believe is possible. 1. The molten world where nothing can stand still. Imagine a planet where the ground is liquid, where mountains are rivers of fire, where the sky glows orange from constant volcanic storms. These worlds are called lava planets, worlds so close to their stars that their surface has melted into oceans of magma. Temperatures can reach more than 2,000 degrees Celsius, enough to melt steel like butter. One example is K2141b, a world where the fiery ocean isn't water, it's molten rock. The wind there can reach speeds of more than 5,000 kilometers per hour, blowing vaporized rock across the planet. On Earth, storms move water. On K2141b, storms move liquid stone. Imagine standing there. The horizon is bright red, like a furnace door thrown open. The ground below your feet is not solid. It shifts, it boils, it hisses. Rain doesn't bring water. It brings rock. Rock evaporates on the day side, travels through the atmosphere, and rains back down as stone on the night side. A planet with a rock-cycle sky, a place where geology behaves like weather. The planet too close to survive, but somehow exists. There are planets orbiting so close to their stars that their surfaces are being torn away atom by atom. They should have evaporated long ago, but they cling to existence barely. Take Koros 7b. It orbits its star so close that a year lasts only 20 hours. Imagine celebrating 400 birthdays every month. Everything there, mountains, ground, dust, is heated to ink. If you placed metal on the surface, it would drip like candle wax. The question scientists ask is simple. How long can a planet like this stay alive? Maybe someday it will be nothing more than a ghost, a ring of ash, circling a star. 3. The supervolcano planet. On Earth, volcanoes are rare events. On some worlds, volcanoes are the landscape. Io, a moon of Jupiter, is the most volcanic body in our solar system. It constantly erupts, hundreds of lava fountains glowing into space. If you stood there, you would see eruptions surrounding you, like an army of fire giants waking up from sleep. The planet is pulled and squeezed by Jupiter's gravity until its interior boils. Io is what happens when fire becomes a world. 4. The planet colder than space itself. There are planets where cold is not simply temperature. It is a force, a sculptor, a killer. Ogle 201 6BLG 1195LB. Also called Hoth, is a frozen world so distant from its star that it receives almost no light. Its surface may be colder than outer space itself. Imagine your breath freezing before it leaves your mouth, the air itself becoming glass. On this planet, time feels slower. Wind does not blow, it whispers. Nothing grows, nothing breathes. It is a silent continent of eternal winter. Why? We imagined ice as frozen water, but in space, ice has different rules. Uranus and Neptune are called ice giants, not because they are frozen on the outside, but because inside them, there are oceans of superpressurized ice that behaves like metal. Deep beneath their clouds, there may be oceans of supersonic ice water so compressed that atoms cannot move normally. It is ice that is solid and liquid at the same time, a new state of matter that barely behaves like anything on Earth. Imagine scooping a handful of ice, and it burns you instead of freezing you. Some planets live at the perfect temperature for freezing forever. Planets where water exists but never melts. Their seas are smooth plains of glass. Their atmosphere is thin but calm, like a world holding its breath. Such planets could exist in the cold zone of solar systems, where distance from the star locks them in eternal stillness. Scientists believe oceans like this may hide life beneath them, life that never sees a sky. There are planets more metal than rock. One of them, called HD 219,134b, may be a literal iron world. If you broke the surface, the dust beneath could sparkle with metallic shards. Your footsteps would leave no prints, only echoes. Planets like this may form when a world loses its outer layers burned or torn away, leaving its iron core exposed. A world where magnets would cling to the ground, where mountains ring when struck like bells. Some metal worlds may not be just metal. They may be treasure. Scientists believe certain carbon-rich exoplanets could compress into diamond under extreme pressure. Entire continents glittering, transparent, sharp, a world of priceless stone. Imagine standing on a diamond plain beneath a red star. Your shadow reflected 1,000 times in sparkling fractures. Only space could dream something so strange. Earth is a miracle because it is ordinary, because it is not made of fire, because it is not made of frozen oceans, because we can touch soil without it melting, because we can breathe without air turning to ice. Planets of fire, ice, and metal remind us the universe is not built for us. We are the exception, not the rule. And somewhere, far beyond what we can see today, another planet waits to break the rules again. The next world we discover may burn hotter than stars, freeze slower than time, or shine like gemstone. Space is not empty. It is full of impossible stories, waiting to be found.